Ooh, yeah, it's the Titan. No, that's not my name. Hey, what's everybody? What's good, everybody? This is your man, the Titan Montezi, and I am here on the exclusive podcast, the best podcast. You will get anything wrestling, everything pro wrestling with my man Conrad. Make sure you guys tune in. Montezi, Swerve City, AVM. Let's get it going, man.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my co-host, Derek.
Yo, what's up, people?
Coming at you from a different location. We got to talk some AEW Dynamite. I thought this was a off-the-hook card tonight. I don't know, man. They were just everywhere, all over the place with what they did.
Absolutely, bro. This card was amazing.
We'll get into all of that and more. Make sure that you guys stick around and join us. We're going to get into that intro, and then we will talk some AEW Dynamite.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Now, despite seeing some incredible tag team wrestling in the main event tonight, the best tag team partner to have is Manscaped. Why? Because Manscaped keeps you trimmed and ready to win. So go to manscaped.com, find some products you like. I highly recommend the Lawnmower 4.0. Get to clipping, get those trims going, and whether you're a fan of the FTR or the Young Bucks, you guys will be winners no matter what in this one. So make sure you go to manscaped.com, promo code EPW show, save 20% free delivery, and tell Manscaped we sent you. Tell them you like the products. It's such good-ish, all right? And we got another promo code for you. If you like pro wrestling, go to powerslam.tv. It is a wrestling network. They have all the latest and greatest in independent pro wrestling. Promo code EPW show. Get 1 free month of independent wrestling on your boys. So make sure you guys check that out. With that being said, now we've got a bunch of people in the chat. Let's give our usual shout outs, shall we? We are going to shout out Positively E, Mr. Now You Know. Exactly. What's going on, E? B-Boy Skyline yelling, hot damn.
It's a new day.
And E corrected him saying it's goddamn. If you don't know, it's a good song by the Clips. I would highly recommend people checking that out. I need more classic tag team wrestling after that. You ain't the only one, Deanna. You ain't the only one. That was some good-ish. Thank you for joining us tonight. Matt Lopez said amazing main event. We even have Bobby Cruz on the announcing duties tonight for Ring of Honor. Respect. BJ said, what's up, y'all? Hope all is well. I'll DM you in a bit, Conrad. Okay, hit me up, BJ. Hit me up. Good evening, everyone, Mr. Matt Lopez says. I was letting y'all know we got Derek set up, but make sure you guys give us a follow over on Twitch as well, if you will. Greatly appreciate that. And let's see. E said I'm late. We weren't late. We were trying to get Derek set up. We had to make sure this is a little different. Sorry. Pro Wrestler Shoot in the house. What's going on? Jesse and James just released an awesome episode about Kane today. If you guys got some time, go listen to their podcast. Good episode about Kane from the Ruthless Aggression era. I knew it was Derek. It's always Derek, bro. That's who I got to blame every time. Tokyo in the house. Joe caught a body tonight. Ian, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Jesus De Leon. What's going on, bro? Ace saying, what's up, Conrad? Derek, what's good, Ace? Hold it down in the chat as one of the mods. Jesus, we did that Raw review for you. I'm very upset with you. Derek bailed and you bailed on me. So I was stuck doing a Raw review alone, and that Raw sucked. So, but Derek, man, Dynamite tonight, bro. What did you think, man? Let's get into some of this. There's a lot to talk about on here.
Man, I thought this Dynamite was. This is what Dynamite should have, or this is what WWE should have been after their pay-per-view.
That's true, man. Like if you want a good follow-up, I don't know what it was tonight. I felt like they were just like, yo, we got to bring it. We gotta bring our best that we have here. It was Wednesday. You know what that means. We get Dynamite, and they were live in Boston, Massachusetts, the home of Derek's favorite football team, the New England Patriots. Sadly, very sadly, we'll just say. But shout out to the Bills for re-signing my man Diggs today. Big money, big money. Derek, opening matchup though, bro. We're coming off a weekend with your favorite Edge in the house, Christian Cage and Adam Cole, baby. These two did some damage tonight. I'd like to think they did a heck of a job on this card.
Oh,
I love this match. Like, they had the people jumping out of their seats, and I had to ask at one point, like, is this match really good, or are they just going crazy for anything? What did you think of this one, Derek?
Oh no, man! I thought this match was this was like I want to say like a methodical kind of match. I definitely enjoyed it. It was at first I was like, are they really just cheering for everything that's happening, or are they really into it? And after watching the whole thing, I'm like, no, they were really into it, because that's a genuine feeling when you watch a match like that and you can enjoy it from start to finish. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
For real, man. I thought this was kind of like the sleeper match of the night. Like, I don't think enough people are gonna give this bad boy credit, but I thought it was really good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. Ray saying, sorry, I'm late. You're never late, bro. You're just get in here when you can, bro. It's appreciated. BJ said Kane's run in the Ruthless Aggression era may be the best the big man had in history. Best big man run in history. Crowd was awesome tonight in Boston. Yeah, Boston was feeling it, man. I don't know what it was. They were on one tonight. The energy really didn't feel like it dropped too much unless it needed to in a match or something.
Yeah, no, I think the energy was on like 1,000 the whole time.
For real. We had some good pinfalls in this one. Christian came back. He goes up to the top rope, man, for that spinning back elbow. Adam Cole hit a picture-perfect super kick when he went for that. He just sidestepped it, was like, sit down, boy. We done with this, man. We ain't messing with you, Christian. Christian went down for that. He went for the Panama Sunrise. Christian reversed out of it with just like a basic maneuver. Loved how he did that. Eventually, we all knew what was going to happen, though. Christian falls. He got caught with an eye poke. Dirty bastard. And Adam Cole lowers the boom. They get the win. After the match, Red Dragon come out. They put a beat down on Christian. They're just like, let's just mess him up.
Yeah,
your boy Kyle O'Reilly with the hands, the paws. Just Derek always says he's got some huge hands. Pay attention.
He does, man. He's like skinny, fat, but has like huge hands, like in golf.
Yeah, like his hands will smack the life out of somebody. After that, though, the Jurassic Express. I don't even know if we're calling them that anymore, but Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus come out to make the save. After that, Adam Cole is in the ring, and then we hear Hangman Page's music. He comes out, and he says that when they go to Texas for a live Rampage, he challenges him to a Texas death match. That should be pretty fire. I don't know if that's in a week or two. Someone in the chat let me know. I couldn't keep up with all the announcements tonight. They had like 1 million of them. But I think that might be in 2 weeks.
I think it's in a week.
Really? Somebody let me know. What's going on with that? Jesus said we need another one next week. Derek and I will be there for sure, Conrad. We will not be doing another Raw review. 4.5. The Best Friends promo alone was better than anything on the Raw after Mania. Rob in the house. What's up, Rob? Beantown Rob. Feeling that Boston crowd. Boston crowd was fire. F Tom Brady, though. My guy. That was a solid match. That was a fire opener. Sonny Bimbo said, why did they have to defend the AAA belts? Other than that, good show. Cage versus Adam was fire. Great match between Cage and Cole. That was a Titan match. Show them boys how to build a climax like Precious. A few AEW moments we share. Jesus, no more. No mas, Jesus, no mas. Big hand, small body, Deanna said. And that crowd was all energy tonight. Kyle O'Reilly got that cuddle weight like Steve Blackman. What? It's next Friday. Thank you, Matt Lopez. It's next week, Rampage in Texas, and it's live, so might be one you guys want to watch for sure. I think Hangman Page is losing the title, Matt Lopez says. Interesting. Ooh. Christian match over Edge match. Jesus coming with the big talk. Gamer Guy says, what's up, everybody? What's going on, Gamer Guy? What's happening? If you guys enjoyed too, don't forget to hit that like button on the stream, share it, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. You know what to do. And leave me a comment down below, and I will try to respond to you after. That also helps in the YouTube algorithm to help more people see the video, and we're trying to get these videos seen as much as we can. Moving forward, Derek, Owen Hart Foundation. We got ourselves, was that you?
Yeah, that was okay. Good old Google.
No, you're good. You're good, bro. Let it rock. We found out Samoa Joe is all elite. We did a podcast, audio versions only, so Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you want to listen to it. We kind of talked about him making his debut at Supercard of Honor, but tonight he said he was going to show up in AEW, and we got him. But he's in an Owen Hart Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament qualifier. Samoa Joe versus Max Caster. Very, very interesting. Max Caster brought the bars tonight. I don't know if you were feeling those, Derek, but he brought it at Joe. He was like, Tony, why did we sign this guy? He was the champs when we were beating him.
Right. Actually, you know what? No, I was actually feeling him tonight. I was like, okay, all right, Max, you're doing your thing right now, bro.
Yeah, Joe wasn't having it, though. I did like when Samoa Joe had him knocked down in the corner. He started doing the dance, little Tootsie Roll dance. I was like, go ahead, Joe. That was great stuff. Samoa Joe dominated this match, and I thought he was going to win with the Coquina clutch, but instead he just muscle buster. Done. Quick work. Max Caster's done.
Honestly, bro, I feel like the Coquina clutch is I feel like that's more for a statement than just a quick beat him up. I think the muscle buster is just set for, all right, let me knock him out real quick, get this done with. The Coquina clutch, I feel like that's like, all right, let me show you what I'm really about.
Yeah. Joe going for the choke out is just money. And let me see here. Gamer Guy said, I'm going to the AEW show next week. Gamer Guy, have fun. And if you get a chance, man, tune in. I want to hear what your thoughts on the show, man. Always good to get a live perspective on that. Show you right with that, Jesus. First ever AEW show. Good, man. It's always fun, man. We just went to ours probably a couple months back. We had a ball. I'll go again if it comes around. Azan yelling, Joe, what's going on, Azan? Joe with the shmoney dance, Conrad, was great. Somebody already had to put up. Rob sent me a little gif of it already. I'll try to put it out to some of you guys who I talked to in the DMs, man. I'll send you guys that. Caster with that rap was funny. The reaction was great for Samoa Joe, though. Joe wasn't impressed with Max's rap, and Joe was dancing. I was loving it. Why was Joe dancing? Why not, bro? Why not? I think Joe learned that from the WWE. You got to be entertaining a little bit. Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash helped shape Jay Lethal's career. That is a fact. Joe is back. Glad he brought back the Muscle Buster. Muscle Buster ending. Whoa, come on now, Azan. When Lethal said he had a big surprise. Let's get into Jay Lethal's part a little bit in this. Jay Lethal appeared up on the Titantron. Now, if you didn't know, Supercard of Honor, Jay Lethal turned heel. He is now aligned with Sanjay Dutt. I don't know what they're doing with this team, but they turned heel. Mega Powers, yeah. But they're out there doing whatever they got to do. And they said, Joe, we have a lot of respect for you. And if you don't know, little backstory here as to why Jay Lethal said that. Jay Lethal, when he was young in the business, he was in Ring of Honor first, and he wore tights similar to what Joe wears because he was Joe's protege. So he came up with him, and he gave him his first shot when he was like 20 years old, just rocking the braids. Young Jay Lethal would go out there, and Joe would send him out to go against his opponents first in Ring of Honor. If you got any of those old Ring of Honor DVDs, fire them up, and you can see them. I got a couple behind me here with great Jay Lethal matches on it. You could see that he was destined to become something. And he said, Joe, I have a lot of respect for you, but you don't have any respect for me. I called you to get some advice when I needed advice. You didn't answer, but you only answered billionaires' calls now. And he called him the Samoan gold digger. So after that, he said, I rolled out the red carpet for you, but that's okay. Next week, I have a present for you. I have a surprise for you. What that's going to be, I don't know, but I'm interested.
Oh yeah, definitely interested. I think that feud between those two will be really good.
Yeah. Let's see. Matt Lopez said when Lethal said he had a big surprise next week, what do you think it is? It's Killer Cross playing off of what happened in NXT. That would be interesting to see. Muscle Buster, like the Ultimate Muscle Games, get a made. About to head to my 4th AEW show. I'm in Pitt on on the 20th. Excuse me. I don't know why I wanted to say June 20th. Goodness gracious, BJ. We'll have fun at that show. The Love, Guru, and Black Machismo. Yeah, TNA. That's where I got they were the mega powers fighting over the girl. Lethal needs a little something to put him with TNA original Sanjay Dutt. We talking about them dirty green and white Jay Lethal spats. Yo, come on now. Leave my man alone. I was cracking up at the Gold Digger line, Jay Hurt. I don't know. I don't think Cross is heading to AEW right now. And he doesn't need to right away either. I don't know. Like, I'm more curious to see what Ring of Honor is going to become. We don't know the exact nature of what Ring of Honor is supposed to be. I don't know, Derek. Like, I don't have any inkling to what it's going to be yet. Like, Tony hasn't really given any hints. Like I said, I've talked to you about it. Should it be developmental or should it be a separate brand on its own that's strong enough that you'd have to put a few big names over there, though. Is it worth it to do that?
I think it is, because Ring of Honor still has a huge cult following, so why not? I wouldn't use it as a developmental situation, because you already have a developmental situation with AEW now. Let Ring of Honor be Ring of Honor and just...
I think that's weird, though, Derek, because you say huge cult following, and I agree, but I disagree at the same time, because Ring of Honor, if they had such a big following, they would have stayed in business. They wouldn't have sold the company. So they needed Tony to do something with this. What I'm saying is Tony has to be strategic in his next few moves. And what do you want to do? He also has to be careful of burnout, I feel. Tony Khan's only one man. He can't be doing the Jaguars. He can't be doing the football club, the soccer team, for those in America. Right. He can't be doing AEW and Ring of Honor. There's only 24 hours in a day, bro. You have to sleep. You have to eat. You got to do stuff. I just feel like this dude's just busy. But interesting.
Yeah, eventually he's going to have to slow it down. But
Deanna's throwing out separate brand, and E agrees, but indie brands are finally getting big time notice. True?
Yeah, true. Definitely true. I just feel like I wouldn't use Ring of Honor as developmental. I mean, you could take the developmental wrestlers off of AEW and shift them over there, and then let them have their run over there.
But we always talk about all this talent that they have too. You got to split some of that up so then you can keep multiple people happy. Some people are going to want to stay on Rampage. Jericho, I don't foresee Jericho going anywhere. But you've got like a Swerve Scott. Maybe you want to get him some shine. Maybe you're like, yo, let's let Wheeler Yuta shine over there. Lots to think about with this. And this is going to be a story that me, Derek, Rob, we're all going to follow over the upcoming months. And we'll try to keep it like coming to you guys as soon as we hear what's happening in the news and try to bring it to you. But it should be interesting to see what happens with that. We get a Blackpool Combat Club promo, and we find out that this Friday is going to be Trent Beretta versus Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley versus Wheeler Yuta. Lord help these guys. It's gonna be a beat down, and chests will be chopped into hamburger meat.
Exactly.
Should be interesting. Hopefully something is said for the summer. It wasn't ROH doing poor that sold it. It was more because of Sinclair Broadcasting losing a lot of money over sports network deals. Hey, it's still on Sinclair. If this thing was making so much money, BJ, it would have never gotten sold. If it was a buku buck, they would have kept it around because they owned it. They produced it. That's my opinion, at least. Tony eats wrestling and sleeps Jaguar arenas. He's good. Mix of new and established stars, Deanna says. So I think ROH should be the balance of developmental and some strong core players. Interesting. Wheeler Yuta, that home wrecker. Chill, E. Chill. Two banger for Rampage. Wheeler will join or not. Blackpool this Friday. Regal was backstage at ROH and was taking notes. Interesting. Moving on, I do not have a graphic for this next match, and you'll know why. We have Shawn Spears versus the captain, Shawn Dean. And this was added late to Dynamite. But MJF comes out for commentary during this match, Derek. And we all know they have the Wardlow posters all around the barricade saying, do not let this man in. MJF's on commentary calling him a pig. Absolutely disgusting language from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That piece of garbage. He actually talked shit to me and Derek too. So don't worry, guys. It's all love. Bastard. Anyway, the thing that happened with this, though, was Shawn Spears is out there and he is destroying your boy, Captain Shawn Dean. And Shawn Dean's been kind of on a roll lately, whether it's in tag bouts, single bouts on Dark, and he's been picking up some wins. Now, after this, he's setting him up for the Death Valley Driver, and we get the cameraman to cut Derek. Derek, I have never seen your boy Wardlow come through and destroy security. Did you see that? First, we just see bodies laying. Like, there's a dude who looked like he was just sitting in a corner. Like, I don't know if he was on his knees or what, with his face against the garage door. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. What happened there?
Dude, the worst thing I think was when Wardlow went by that guy, grabbed him against like the work lockers, and he just went boom, boom, boom. I was like, yo, what are you doing? He was just tossing people left and right. Dude, you have to go and see him wreck people.
Dude, that one, and then the one where he threw the guy into the sound cases or whatever those were.
Yeah. Mad force, bro. They probably told these dudes you're getting wrecked. And so then he appears in the arena. MJF sees this dude. And Derek, do you know what he said on commentary? He was like, no, this security is being paid, bro. This security is being paid. What is going on? But before he gets to, and he threw one of the security dudes through the guardrail. I was like, yo, there's kids there. Like, what is this? Show was crazy. And then he gets tackled by I don't know what the big security dude's name, who you always see, the light-skinned dude there, but Big Phil, I don't know what your name is, dog. Much respect to you. He went up and he grabbed him immediately. He was like, yo, we can't be having this war, dog. We can't have this. And all the big security dudes came up and they stopped him finally. But this was enough time to distract Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3. My man, Captain Shawn Dean, getting another one. Listen, give this man a TNT title shot, folks. He's ready, baby. He's been crushing it.
I agree with it. Give him a title shot. Let's see what he does.
I like it, man. Wait, hold on. We got people are in here talking crazy. What I was getting at, though, is that Sinclair itself might be dissolving because of how bad they lost a lot of money, BJ. I saw that even before the sale happened of Ring of Honor. You're not telling any lies there. They definitely have some bad deals on the table, and they were losing money. Crazy. WWE firing Regal will be a historical blunder. That is true. Shawn Dean 2-0. I forgot Spears wrestles. Laugh out loud. Security needs hazard pay. Matt, here's the crazy thing. These are the dudes that are supposed to protect you, the wrestlers and people at the show. You suck. You're getting beat up. Like, why? Why is this happening? Shawn Dean getting that Sean Waltman treatment. Spears as a jobber. Wardlow was wrecking guys. Wardlow got more environmental interactions than WWE 2K22. I haven't played that in a minute, now that you bring that up. It seems like other members of the Pinnacle are getting mad at MJF and his Wardlow hijacks. Wardlow wrecked the security guards. That is true, Ace. Facts. But I loved it, man. It was really good. He gets a win. And then this is when we get the backstage promo here, Derek, with the best friends, man. Very sad. Trent and Yuta don't like each other.
No.
I like to sleep on the couch. I don't like you. I don't like you either. And they just start pushing each other. To me, the best friends are going through like this implosion right now. Orange Cassidy's out. I don't know what Danhausen's doing. Only God knows. Just throwing them hands up at people. And I feel like Chuck's just in the middle of all this. And I guess Trent says, watch what I do to Danielson this week on Rampage, and you could take some notes. And Yuta kind of is upset with that, and he wants to prove himself against Moxley now. And Wheeler Yuta's rocking the new Pure Championship from Ring of Honor. He just won from Josh Woods this past weekend. Another solid match. And if you guys like pure wrestling rules, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out to see if you like it. It's a lot of real, actual wrestling in the ring, and I think you guys will enjoy that. They got into a little shoving match, but that was it. They're still friends, guys. They're still friends for right now. And then, Derek, your boys, Derek, Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz backstage.
The best.
When we talk about people tripping, when we talk about people just tripping, bro, I don't get it. What is up with these dudes?
Hey, man, it's that payback.
Bro, they started beating down Chris Jericho and the other. So Hager's the only one not there for this. And they're just backstage beating up Jericho, Garcia. I guess they're still 2.0. Just putting a beat down on these dudes backstage. At one point, Eddie Kingston goes into a room and he comes back with a television set and throws it at them. I was like, what is this dude doing, bro? Then they chase them out of the building. Hager has a car. He opens the back door and hops back in. He's like, come on, boys, get in. Jericho hopped in that car so fast, Eric. It was money. Like, go back and just see the little feet hop up. He was like, shoot, let's go. He shut that door, and then they chased him off. Great beat.
Like, I'm out. Let's go.
Great beat down. It felt like I was watching Set It Off right there, you know? It was just a great getaway. Good movie, by the way, if you guys have never seen Set It Off with Queen Latifah. It's about bank robberies for a small little indicator for those who don't know. So then Eddie Kingston and them just make their way out through the curtain with a microphone. And the key, I'm calling this the on-site promo. He said, when I see you, it's on-site. Daniel Garcia, I know where you live, dog. So Eddie Kingston may be coming to Buffalo. Who knows? But he said, when I see you, it's on-site. He said, if you're with your family, your wife, your kids, it's on site. And I loved it. It felt real. Santana got emotional during the promo, too. It sounded like he was going to cry a little bit towards the end. So I don't know what was up with that. And Ortiz did a good job tonight. I thought he did a really good job. Christopher.
Dude, when they cut a promo, it's I have yet to find a promo where they haven't been spot on with everything that they say.
Right? Danhausen is curing Hook. Get well, Layla. Yes, I heard Layla Hirsch got injured tonight in the dark matches doing a flip. So hopefully she is well and not injured. Trent always knew, don't trust Yuta, DTY. I love me some Kingston. It's a mess, but it works. Kingston is the most New York stuff that they could do. Just yell, it's on site. I don't care when I see you. I'm going to punch you in the face, Christopher. When we see you, it's on. I kept getting Soprano vibes. Like when I heard it, Robin, everyone was mentioning that here. They were like, doesn't this remind you of the Sopranos? And I just started laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely.
Dude, so fire what they were doing here. So they're talking about making a 6-man tag match. Beef is on site. Can't wait to see what happens with it. Let's see here. Eddie Kingston is a real Yonkers Bronx, you dig? I'll laugh if and when Kingston snatches that TV people were trying to watch HBO Max. Jericho and them boys jumped in that ride like an SVR cutscene. Eddie Kingston in Buffalo about to be the new Pillman has a chill. Come on now, can't be saying that stuff. Danhausen can't cure Hook or can't curse Hook, and he won't. And he won't ever. Impact just let them use the LAX with Diamante. Danhausen is get off my TV. Danhausen's all right, man. You got to give him a chance. He's a character. Diamante's already there. Tokyo, you don't like fun. If Kingston shows up in EPW as a one-off, I may lose it. Or an ESW. He can show up on here too if he wants. I got you, Eddie. I got you if you need a place to stay. Just bring me a pair of Timbs and we're good. Call it even. Tony Schiavone is up next, and he's getting ready to interview Smart Mark Sterling and Jake Cargill. Jake Cargill comes out with some glasses that say "that bitch" on them. Very well done, well placed. I don't even think they really helped anything visually, like with her eyes. I think that she just had that just because. And they're setting up her match with Marina Shafir, which I brought up last week, Roderick Strong's wife. She's known as the problem, Marina Shafir. And she says that if you're the problem, I'm the problem solver. Cassidy, baby. But that's what it was. I'm interested to see this match. Jay cut a good promo, I thought, bro.
You know what? She's definitely getting better at cutting her promos. They're becoming more fleshed out. She's speaking a lot more with a lot more confidence. I know it was wrong how I said that, but still, she's delivering on a different level than what she was before. So now you're getting a better, how do you say, probably a you're getting the gist of what she's bringing at, for her total package. And how could you not like that? There's not a lot of women who get on the mic and can deliver like that. But when you have someone who's delivering and performing at the same time, good business for me.
Jade's doing her thing, man. Ever since they announced that training with Danielson, I'm starting to see improvements a lot.
Yeah.
Doing really good. Azan brought up she does have the baddie section now, so send her your picks to see if you can be part of the baddie section when you go to Dynamite. Matt Lopez says Jade isn't reaching 30-0. Ooh, that's harsh. Eddie Kingston just did post. He's doing podcast again. Go through the right channels and you might get him on. The baddie section is the new. Yo, come on now, Deanna. Nice group of PYTs in the section. Jesus said, I agree. Jade's getting better on the mic. They need to do that more with women. Give them mic time to get better. I agree, Jesus. And we're starting to see more women's segments, though. I'm noticing it a lot more. Like they're kind of putting more focus in on it.
Yeah, and it's not even it's not just the top women. They're putting more on, which is something that should happen all the time.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the talent's there, let it rock, man. Get who you can. And this is the benefit, though, of what we were talking about. The Ring of Honor stuff is going to allow people to spread out and get more time. E says Jade was amazing tonight. Her and Mark Sterling are a good team, and that's her Everett Ross. Tokyo, I can't put that comment up now. They got me once before. I gotta be mindful with some of the comments, guys. Can't read all that stuff with some bad language in it. Not trying to get shut down. I got enough close calls on channel strikes. MJF and Spears cut a promo backstage. They're pissed off, and they plan on having a match with MJF and Shawn Dean. And he said that he's going to hurt him. He actually said some pretty crazy stuff in there about Purple Heart and everything. I was like, yo, MJF is tripping. But he said he's going to injure him, and he said Wardlow next week he's doubling up on security. Should be interesting.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. You double it up, but now this would be the time where Wardlow gets hip to what he's doing and start faking him out like how Austin did with all his stuff.
Look at you thinking about Mr. McMahon. You got that stunner on your mind, that terrible ass stunner where Vince fell. Next up, Derek, this match here, bruh. This match here was kind of a mess. It was a tables match, but we're back repping Buffalo. It was the Butcher and the Blade versus the Hardys. Bruh, I don't even know what to say about this. The Butcher and Blade came out and started throwing tables in the ring, and then the last of the tables, they stayed on the outside and ripped the legs off and beat the Hardy Boys with them as soon as they came down the ramp. They had no remorse in this one.
They were on a mission. They were on a mission.
We saw a suplex hit by the Butcher and Blade. Jeff Hardy went through the first table. It was a nice suplex combo. It was kind of like the Butcher held him up and Blade cross-bodied him. Jeff goes through the table. Matt puts Butcher through a table after that. and now it's one apiece. Both tag teams are still in. They're still fighting with each other. I prefer these kind of table matches because it allows for chaos and creativity a little bit, knowing who's eliminated, who needs to go through the table next. Butcher and Blade go for a suplex, and Matt, nobody was there. That looked painful for them. Absolutely painful tonight. It was rough, man. I felt bad for them a little bit. And Jeff, so they set up 2 tables for the win here. Blade is laid out across the table, and Jeff does a swanton bomb from the very top of them. Bro, why does this man do this to himself? Like, he looked like he was in so much pain after this.
Oh yeah, dude. After watching him jump off the ladder, you could tell like there's so much pain, there's so much stiffness in the body. At some point, the high flying moves you're gonna have to kind of dumb down a little bit. You only got so much time. I know this would be where you retire, but let's have you retire walking out.
Yeah, I want Jeff to be safe in there, man. So hopefully he's all right. But the Hardys get the win. It was a tables match. Afterwards, we get AFO coming out, but it wasn't just them. They make their way down the ramp, and you know who had to show up. It was your boy, Dad. It's Dad. Yo, I love when Sting comes out, bro, and he pulls the baseball bat out of the shirt. Like, oh, you thought I didn't bring the equalizer. Private Party got jacked immediately, hit with the bat, bottles dropped. It was over for them. And the bunny got used as a shield. Jose looked shook. Sting made the save of the day for them. I like it. Absolutely. I was happy with it. I was surprised no Darby, though. I was waiting for Darby to do something.
Yeah, you know what? I was actually thinking once AFO started backtracking, I felt like Darby was going to come out, but he didn't. So I wonder if he's quote unquote on leave for right now.
He very well could be. I don't know though if they're going to have that, but. Shout out to BJ who is out here. He definitely sent me the Botchamania songs, but I couldn't rip them, BJ, for some reason from that one you said. So I'm just gonna say it for you. I am the table. Please don't do that match. I want the Hardys to live. It was like an ECW New Jack brawl. Yeah, all we got here is that Dre, bro, and it's over. Do 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 do. Man, Blade should yell at Andrade for putting Alley in front of him and Sting. They could, dude. Butcher and Blade, if they just pivot away from this group, I think they could be bigger stars. I've said put them with House of Black. Maybe they can't do that now, but Butcher and Blade have got an incredible shape, and I think they're people that you have to consider giving more things to. And I'm not gonna lie, they've delivered in any kind of match you put them in, especially like Falls Count Anywhere, tables. They've shown up and they've delivered, man.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like they need to get a stronger push because they have been doing their thing lately, and like you said, they're in probably the best shape of their lives right now. So let's kind of break the mold a little bit, and let's start getting people title shots who wouldn't expect us to see.
BJ saying that they need to progress this feud. I think the end game is still Sting and Darby versus the Hardys in some type of cinematic match.
Oh, yeah.
At least that's how I'm viewing it. Butcher and Blade cut fire promo before this match. Facts. They did a really good job on the YouTube series, too. Butcher and Blade for ROH tag champs. I could see that. Butcher and Blade could be tag team in big matches. Facts. Butcher and Blade part of the ROH tag division. I'd be down. I'd be interested. Definitely there. Jurassic Express, Christian is frustrated. He throws a water bottle or a drink because he's mad that he lost to Adam Cole because of the illegal move that he decided to use. And the Jurassic Express say, you know what? Even though you're not really in contention for these right now, we're willing to put the tag team titles on the line against Red Dragon, offer them a shot for next week on Dynamite. Then we get a Thunder Rosa Nyla Rose promo. We find out Battle of the Belts Saturday, April 16th, TNT. Thunder Rosa is going to defend her championship against Nyla Rose. I'm here for it, man. That's going to be a good matchup, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the chemistry between those two will be really, really good. It won't be Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker esque kind of feuding, but I do think this will turn out very well. I certainly hope they let Thunder Rosa. I hope they definitely give her a good run with this title, like they did with Britt. I think she deserves it. She came
Oh,
in and bust her ass, so let her run with it for a while.
hold on. I might have lied to you, BJ. I did have it. I did have it. I was able to salvage one of them, and that was the only one. But thank you for that reminder last week. Chucky said there needs to be a Chucky section. Hey, bro, tell your girl Jay Cargill on Twitter, man. Let her know you need your own section at the show. I'm sure she'll be down. Let them know, Chuckaroo. But yeah, really, really good stuff here. And I'm sorry, I want to go to Deanna's comment. She said Jungle Boy did a good promo. Yes. Christian is paired with them for a reason. It's not just because it looks cool. Christian is mentoring Jungle Boy, I think, and teaching him certain things. And I thought the promo game was much better than what we used to see probably a year ago, 6 months ago from Jungle Boy. So I'm with it.
Yeah, a lot more confidence in his delivery.
Yeah, even the look he gave before he did it, it was like Rock-esque, kind of like he looked into the camera, tilted the head a little bit. It was like, here we go.
Yep.
We find out Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter meet backstage. They kind of have a promo talking about the tournament, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and they say, hey, you ladies may end up meeting in the tournament eventually. And they said, hey, let's just call a truce, and no one fights each other. And Jamie Hayter kind of slapped the hand away, and I'm down to see this match.
Oh yeah. This match there'll be a lot of energy in this match. I can just tell there's just going to be a lot of energy in this, and I believe they'll both deliver in everything that they put forth on the table. So
yes, it's gonna get wild out there. We'll just say, man, everybody's talking about Butcher and Blade getting them tag titles, man. Chucky section, you guys are tripping. Hey, listen, man, if you guys want that, tell Jade. She'll hook you up. I think you got to get past Isaiah Cassidy making his comments though. The Owen Hart Foundation qualifier here: Julia Hart versus Hikaru Shida. Now, this one I found interesting, but I don't know what it was about this match, Derek, but it didn't do it for me really. It was okay. It was more of a character building match than a good match in ring.
yeah.
Julia Hart comes out, Derek, and she says that she attacks Shida during her entrance, chokes her with the jacket, and throws it down. And then after that, she tells the Blondes to go backstage, like Pillman Jr. and your man Griff Garrison.
Stiff leg Garrison.
Send him backstage. Julia eventually loses, though. She falls victim to the Falcon Arrow. After the match, Serena Deeb comes out. Serena Deeb and Shida still have been feuding, but they haven't had another match yet. Should be good. Should be good when we finally get that. But what's next for Julia Hart? Like, is she joining the House of Black, or is this just a normal heel turn for her?
I think she should be joining the House of Black, because if you look closely enough, that eye of hers starting to change colors.
Yeah, Matt just put that in there, that she had some makeup on underneath, similar to black.
Yeah, so I would assume that she's making that transition to join the House of Black, which would be nice, because then that gives her something to do, because I think the Varsity Blondes should break up and go their separate ways.
I think, and you know what, Derek? We talk about Ring of Honor. I think it's the perfect time to put maybe one, if not both of them over there. Even if you want to keep them a team, maybe you want to put them over there, have them do some stuff there. Who the F is Griff Garrison? Another Shida carry job, laugh out loud. Got enough stroke to get her a bonus. Julia got the pink eye. Sick says, what's going on, Sick? The male is growing so HOB. How about this for a story? What if Lee and Brock randomly beat down the Blondes and make Julia their evil cheerleader? I don't know if that would work though. See, this Nightmare Family thing is all lost now. Like anything that was associated with that is kind of a fail. Right now, I don't know what you would do with Lee and Brock Anderson. You got to find something to do for that. Let's see here. After this, we get Keith Lee getting into a fight with Swerve backstage with Team Taz. Will Hobbs and Ricky Starks trying to put a beat down on these two. Your boy Keith Lee put someone through a wall, though, Derek.
Ricky. Spanish. That was
time.
Man, listen, tell you. Yo, that Keith Lee putting him through the wall. Bro, just by saying that, you already know what I thought about. When we put you through that wall.
Oh, F is for family. Yeah, yo, Keith Lee was just I got Incredible Hulk vibes as soon as he did it. He was kind of like,
yeah, swolled up. Like, oh, okay, all right.
I like that though. Like Keith Lee should talk fine, and then when you piss him off, it's over. Someone's getting wrecked. Like he's a nice dude until you piss him off.
Bro, I definitely felt like Hobbs has been getting over on Keith Lee.
Said,
I think that this was the point that Keith Lee had to show, like, all right, listen, you strong, but I'm stronger.
Yes, and people are talking about the matchups that we got coming this week, and I'm going to get into those here. We got some debate on if Julia is a better wrestler than Alexa Bliss. I won't. I'm not going that far now.
Yeah.
I think Bliss got that one, in my opinion.
Yes.
Give Swerve a match on TBS one of these weeks. Can't get everybody on his on. They did get some storyline development though. You got to give them credit for that. They're building up this tag match to be big. So here's what we got coming up for this Friday on Rampage, Derek. Willow Nightingale. She's back again, and she's going to face Red Velvet in a qualifier. I don't know who I like for that one, bro. I kind of want Willow to win. I'm tired of Willow losing. Like, yo, give Willow the dub.
True, but I think Red Velvet needs it though, because she's been taking a lot of L's lately too.
That is true. That should be a good one for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Swerve Strickland's taking on QT Marshall. Swerve, you know what to do. Swerve's house. Bryan Danielson versus Trent Beretta and Wheeler Yuta versus John Moxley should be good. And next week on Dynamite, when me and Derek are back covering this for you, we are going to be discussing Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus against Red Dragon for the tag titles. Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz versus Jericho, Jake Hager, and Daniel Garcia. And we should have some more announcements in the upcoming week here.
Yep.
Good. Yeah. Hold on here. Never mind. CJ just keeps scrolling. Six said, I did, sir. Cody abandoned Lee Johnson and the Andersons. Willow Nightingale, I'm happy she is getting a shot. Facts. Julia ain't given 10-minute match, or Julia ain't got 10 matches yet. Y'all bugging. Sick with the upward motion there. Agreeing. Willow should be ROH Women's Champ. I hope the day comes, because she did a really good job against Mercedes. I thought that match had a lot of potential in it. It wasn't perfect, but lots of potential. Purrazzo's doing a good job. Facts. Deanna Purrazzo is a great women's champion. Derek, it's time, though. It's time to talk about the match that we all came here to talk about tonight. It was for the Ring of Honor and AAA tag team titles. It was the FTR versus Young Bucks 2. And you see FTR's rocking the old school Ring of Honor tag titles. They got the AAA titles, and the Bucks want them. Derek, going back to when we watched Full Gear, was this match everything you wanted and more? Was this better than the Full Gear match? Like, what were you thinking in this main event?
Oh, man. I was actually hoping that this was going to be better than the Full Gear match. Boston certainly put that in the air. Like they made it feel way better
It was on par, bro. It might have been on par with that first match. It might be better slightly.
Yes, probably by like this much.
You know what? I'll say this. I think maybe the pay-per-view one could be better because they didn't have commercials or anything to worry about. And in this one, they had like the break where you're like, oh, come on, dude. Get back to it. Yeah. And hold on now. I see some disrespect in the chat. Y'all see FTR's jackets tonight? Fire. Yeah, they came with the heat. Bobby Cruz over Justin Roberts. I love Justin Roberts, bro. Yo, when I do my all-time ring announcer rankings, Derek will tell you this is the God's honest truth. Howard Finkel's one, but I got Justin Roberts at 2. And this was back even when he was in WWE. Justin Roberts is damn good.
Yes, he is. I agree with those sentiments.
You say Ricky Spanish, and here Jocelyn shows up. See, she just missed it. But she knew. She must have heard you say, what's going on, Jocelyn?
That right ear was ringing.
E said way better than the Full Gear match, plus the right team won. I think at Full Gear, the right team won too, though. I think the Bucks, that was their time at that point, like to finally become the big dogs. But this one, dude, really good back and forth early on. Things got serious really quick. Like they knocked off the headband off of Nick Jackson. Things got real, bro. We had a stalemate in the ring. They were all looking at each other. We eventually get the Young Bucks. They got locked in double sharpshooters. Yo, the crowd hopped for that, bro. I don't know what it is, man. They felt good locking in them Hitman sharps. They were like, wow, just sat right down into it. They were feeling it, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, Boston really, really had a lot of energy tonight for every single match. Even the Sheeta and Julia match. I mean, it wasn't the best, but Boston made it feel like it was good.
No, dude, this was great, bro. I don't even think it was just Boston. This was a really good tag match. Like they gave them something to sink their teeth into. Yes. People are thinking I'm crazy, I think, for my Justin Roberts at 2, man. Listen, you could come in here with whoever you want. There's certain names, though, I'm not going to try. I don't want to hear no Lillian Garcia. I don't want to hear about them dudes who recently were on SmackDown. I want to hear you better bring out some classic names, bro. I better hear about David Penzer or somebody. Right. Bobby Cruz, you can even bring up, but you ain't coming in here bringing up some jabrones to me about who's a better ring announcer than Justin Roberts. Roberts crushes it. FTR are on this whole babyface run. They're doing a good job. I didn't think I'd like them as face. Dude, they're really good faces, bro. They got people like behind them.
They are really good faces.
Matt Lopez said the crowd made this amazing. Boston made all the matches feel important tonight.
They did. And that's what happens when you have a crowd who's really into everything that's there and everything that's put in front of them. And it makes you enjoy the wrestling that's out today, because for a lot of people who are, like me, an occasional fan, it brings you into it a lot more than what you were before, because you have crowds like that who are like, hey, listen, you really need to watch this. This is that damn good.
Yeah, nothing worse than a crowd sitting on their hands, I feel like. I'd rather have the crowd screaming like craziness than sitting on their hands. Right. Tony Chimmel's underrated. They need to come back to Boston again. Good crowd. Bo Rash was really good too. Bo Rash was all right. Bobby Roode. Getting back to this classic tag team match, though. I love what they were doing here. Hell of a tag match. The referee gets distracted by one of the Bucks. Low blows, like everything was timed perfectly. Low blow happens. They hit the big rig on Cash Wheeler. He kicks out at 2. Following that, they hit more bang for your buck. That was their first finisher. I used to love when they would hit that. The roll into the 450 and the moonsault. They did a good job with that too. And 2 count once again. They had Cash Wheeler kicking out of mesh. Honestly, I was like, okay, all right. After they do that, though, the Young Bucks are going for the BTE trigger on Cash Wheeler. They land it. Dax isn't around. 1, 2, 3. The foot lands on the rope right before the 3 count. Picture perfect. No surprise at who the ref was in this, almost making the botch. Shout out to Rick Knox. But he says no, it's only a 2 count. And the Bucks can't believe it. They're in disbelief. And they're just like, okay, well, what are we about to do here? And eventually they set up for the Indie Taker. They're like, we got to end him with the Indie Taker. Cash is in the tombstone position. He's going for it. Bro, Dax came in the ring. And when Nick was going to do the spot where he sits down, he caught him in that powerbomb position. Perfect. He's like, no, you don't. He grabbed him, bounced him off the ropes. You got the the powerbomb, Liger bomb off the ropes with him. And then you got the tombstone pile driver from Cash. Money. This gives them the opportunity to set up. They both grab Matt by the arms, and he's looking and he's about to get the BT trigger, but he looks at both of them and spits at them because they're always in a battle for who's the best tag team. Double BT trigger. They was like, nah, he ain't done yet. Pick his ass up. Big rig. Boom. 1, 2, 3. The whole crowd goes nuts. The pop is insane, and I absolutely love it, bro.
Absolutely. When it makes it so much better when you can have two great wrestling tag teams perform like this on a regular show when it's not a pay-per-view. When you can get that going, it's money. It's money.
Look at this. People are loving it. People are showing some love to Tony Chimmel. Tony Chimmel's cool. I'll let Tony Chimmel be up there for number 2. I think it's just a preference for what you like. Six said, though, rated R superstar. Love when FTR did the trigger. Lillian was cool, though. She's all right. She's all right. She could sing, though, the national anthem. That was the benefit for her. She was a great singer. Nobody better come up here with no JoJo. Well, Bray took care of that. Amazing match. I think it was a bit better due to the crowd and the live crowd added to the match. Facts. Don't forget the AAA champ Cash hit the Gory Bomb. That was nice to see the Gory Bomb used as well. All the belts are on the line. FTR come away looking like stars. I think Tony Khan is putting some real value behind these guys. Derek, tonight's show, though, man, what did you think overall? Same thing in the chat here. If you guys got a second, throw them up here. Me and Derek will give our scores, and I'll try to read through them, and then we'll get up on out of here.
Man, this was a beautiful card. From start to finish, like there was nothing wrong with anything that was put in front of us. That's what you want out of any wrestling company that you enjoy, or if you want to compare them all, you want a company to say, all right, listen, this is our byproduct. Let us show you what we can do and go out there and show and prove it. AEW has been doing that. And I know a lot of people will probably say, they'll come in here like, oh, you guys are just biased. And no, I'm not into wrestling like I used to be because I don't like some of the new wrestlers. But I know great wrestling when I see it.
Facts. Matt Lopez is saying 9 out of 10 for him tonight, 11 out of 10 for EPW. Thank you, good sir. Chucky, we can't be talking about that in the chat now, bro. We can't be talking about that in the chat now. But yes, BJ says 8.8 out of 10. I love BJ's always got the points in there. Like it could be 8.36 tonight. 8.8 out of 10. EPW 10 out of 10. My man, thank you. Deanna said 8.75 and a thumbs up. I'm going to agree with you guys. I thought this was a hell of a show tonight. This is what you need Dynamite to be. Dynamite has been very consistent lately. Honestly, we're going back a while now. When was the last time they had a show that was kind of meh? Rampage is a different story. If we did Rampage reviews every week, you would hear a lot of meh from us, like probably way more than you get now. I'd probably say 70-30 for meh, like the 30% being like, you could have skipped this one. But
absolutely.
Because Rampage is starting to feel like filler, like they're just throwing everything in there that they couldn't get on Dynamite. And they're like, yeah, do 4 matches with no entrances. That's not a good thing always either. This is Ring of Honor. There's a lot of things happening within this right now, and we're going to have to take the wait and see approach. Chucky giving this an 8 tonight. Rampage be hit or miss. Jesus, you tell no lies, good sir. You tell no lies. Lately, it's been stepping up, though. EPW. Yeah, listen, I like a lot of the ring announcers. Don't get me wrong. I just think Justin Roberts is my second favorite. Like, no one's ever going to beat the Fink, but Justin Roberts is the man. Like when you hear certain calls, like I can hear him doing, it's John. Like Derek knows as soon as he says that, he pops every time.
Yes.
Rob says there's always at least one thing you want to see on Rampage, in my opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want Rampage to feel special. Like when Rampage is live, it's always good. That's one thing I've taken from it lately.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. Main event tonight makes tonight's show a 9 out of 10 for me. That's big. Tell your boy we need that AEW Fight Forever update. I'll try, E. I'll try for you. Thumbs up. Y'all should go watch last night for the NXT Championship between Walter and Braun Breaker. It was an awesome match. I did happen to catch it. I did. It was a decent matchup. Not mad at it at all. Rob, I will talk to you about your slander later. Yes, I did see some of the news that went on today. Very terrible things going on in the wrestling world for some people. But listen, we're going to be back next week. We're going to be talking some AEW Dynamite. Join us. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast and the YouTube channel. You never know when we're going to drop another episode. I don't know if I'm going to do one this Tuesday. I'm kind of on my WrestleMania, like, I got to whoosh. I got to come down at least for the rest of the week. But me and Derek will definitely be back next week. Hopefully, Derek will be feeling well enough to be back in studio with us. But for myself and the man they call Derek, we are out, and we will catch you next week with another AEW Dynamite review.
Well,
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.